Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how I personalize my cold email campaigns using $1 or $2 per thousand lead, not even that maybe. I'm going to show you the full n8n workflow, the automation behind it, and also how I came up with the method, and also even some results because just yesterday I launched the campaign using exactly this system. And today I'm expecting in a few hours for the campaign to start again, and then we're gonna hopefully have some positive replies even today. So let's get into the system here. Before going into the n8n workflow, of course, we have our list. Now I've hidden some rows because, just privacy reasons, the first name, last name, the company name. Anyway, here's the first name we have. Everybody has this. We have the company name. Now, what's interesting also, when you pull the leads from, let's say, Apollo or any other lead scraper, you usually have company keywords there, and you have also the company industry. Now, most of the time, from what I've seen and from the videos that I've looked at online, and as I said, this series is mainly focusing on using all the free available resources that I have on YouTube. Most people actually ignore this, even the industry and the company keywords, and they go straight to scraping LinkedIn profile, scraping company LinkedIn profile, and also using kind of very complicated LinkedIn n8n system for basically going into too much detail, trying to find the nitty-gritty in order to just have one sentence opener. Now I've done this also, and it's perfectly fine, it's good. But the issue that I had is I was spending like $100 for just, I don't know, 2,000 leads to personalize, because I was analyzing their whole website, their whole system, everything, the company mission statement, the vision, the LinkedIn, the profiles, everything. So I think it's good if you go through this system. I think it's good to test, but for me, I think this one actually can be enough for just if you want to do some quick tests and just see if personalization is working. Anyway, these are the company keywords. This is the company industry for every company that I have here. And I have about 1,000 leads here. So this is just a template list. Anyway, and here is the workflow. So what the workflow does, basically I click execute, I get rows from this sheet. So I get to pull the name and information. I have to loop over items, basically because I pull over 1,000 leads or 2,000 leads from a Google sheet. And then I send it to clean the company name. Now this is what everybody has to do. This is like the most basic thing you can do, and you have to do this. Now for me, I can send you this prompt. If you want, just comment below or join the Discord community where I have all these workflows for free. And I can send you this workflow and also this prompt. Basically, this prompt is removes the, let's say, the legal suffixes. So things like this, the generic business terms like groups, partners, solution, technologies, blah, blah, blah. Conjunction modifiers, anything that's in between, so that things that we don't need. So what this outputs is just a clean company name that you can refer to, and when you refer to it, it really seems that you kind of are referring to it in a natural way, like you're even speaking the company name. So sometimes it might be an abbreviation of the first name and the last name. So I just saw that A and B is working in this industry, for example. So I think there is like this doesn't take any tokens. So this is completely fine. So we upload the clean company name in the company clean over here. I'm just gonna open up maybe a, how do I open these rows? Yeah, oh, I don't need them actually. Anyway, so the company name here is AZ Process Solutions. So maybe we can call them just AZ, or Knowledge Advisory Group. We can just call them Knowledge Advisory. So this is pretty simple. Now, it's a very simple workflow again, but it actually makes a lot of sense when you implement it into the cold email outreach sequence that I'm going to show you in a few minutes. The industry generator. So what we do in this OpenAI node is we want to have it like from the information that I give you about one company, infer which B2B customer industries they usually sell to, the types of companies that buy their services or products. So this is the core element when we are sending out cold email outreach and we want to appeal to the client that we are sending the email to. We want to tell them, we can bring you more of specific type of people. And if we know what kind of people they want, then it's a really, really good personalization technique rather than maybe even researching their whole company history and just formulating something like I saw your last LinkedIn post, which can be fine in some cases. As I said, I'm not that experienced. I'm just starting out in the field, but it's something that I've noticed a bit of. You can be more flexible with these kind of things, and it really makes sense because the ICP, the ideal customer profile of a company that we're reaching out to, is actually what we want to bring our client to. So we want to bring them their perfect ICP. Basically, it's just ICP. So they have the organization industry, and then they have the organization keywords. So as I said here, we have the keywords here. This is a bit of complicated keywords because this is all in the calibration industry. Anyway, you see a bunch of things here that I don't even understand. Calibration 3A, Rockwell automation, hygienic process pipe, field service, dairy cheese ingredients. All these things are in their keywords from Apollo, for example. And we also have, apart from this, we also have the company industry, which is a very broad term, but we keep it just so that maybe the AI can reference it in some case, because oil and energy can say, okay, the things that I say here, like extended analysis, it's probably referring to the oil and energy industry. Now what we have here is we want AI to assume that all companies are B2B. Okay, the input will be the organization industry and the keywords. Assume a few things, and the idea to output is 2 most likely customer industries for this company, and optionally a third industry if you're highly confident it is also a core customer segment. Now, by customer industry, things like pharmaceutical manufacturers, automotive suppliers, industrial automation companies, etc., etc. Prioritization is always identifying 1 to 2 strongest, most central industries they serve, and they can add in a third industry if it's clearly supported by the input. Basically it's just outputting just 1 to 3 simple industries that the client would preferably look for clients in that industry. So their clients are in that industry. Now, once we have this industry generated, we upload the industries, of course, but then what we have is we have a list of industries which is not very coherent to put into the text. So what we'll have here is basically a, let me just open executions if I have any. Let me open this one so that you can see exactly what I mean. So what's going to output here as text is industrial manufacturing companies, aerospace component manufacturers, and automotive OEM suppliers. Now, this is also a bit of robotic maybe when it's just a list. So it would be interesting to maybe combine this. So you can say industrial and aerospace component manufacturers. So you can combine these two into using and maybe in the brackets you can put and also automotive OEM suppliers. So this kind of makes it sound natural. And this is exactly what I do in the final node, which is actually, let me just open it over here. The task is to understand the industries, make them sound natural, fluent, and not robotic. They can combine similar industries into a broader category, make use of brackets, parentheses, use and instead of only commas, etc., etc. So the style and output, so some stylistic things that make it sound more natural. Keep the plural form, manufacturers, suppliers, labs. This is basically it. And from that, what you just saw, it generated industrial, aerospace, and automotive manufacturing suppliers. So this is actually, it combined all 3 industries into kind of a single industry sentence, like you could say. So when you're referring to it in the cold email outreach, it actually sounds a lot more coherent. Now let's go into the instantly. 1 second, I'm just gonna jump into it right here. Let me refresh it and go into the campaigns. This is the campaign. Anyway, so we have started this campaign yesterday, actually on Monday, but on Monday it had just 2-3 emails connected. From today we have a bunch of warmed up emails connected. And if I go into the sequences, you can see here the sequence starts with a greeting. I know most calibration labs like the clean company name. So this is not any company name. This is again the clean company name. Still grow through certain ways, which is great until a big client slows or pushes audits out by ear. And then I say what I do. I build AI-powered, highly personalized B2B outreach systems that do one thing for collaboration labs. They put you in more conversation with decision makers in the industry clean variable, which is actually what you just saw, the last output of the company. Now, the benefit of this is actually the decision makers in these industries are their ICPs. So I'm actually telling them I will put you in more conversation with your ICP rather than telling them I saw your LinkedIn post and you said you liked cookies or whatever, just to sound personalized. So when I preview this and I say, let's pick a random guy over here. Most collaboration lab like Salus, again, probably not the full name of the company. We put you in more conversation with decision makers in the automotive manufacturers and service providers in repair and maintenance. So this sentence alone is something that he says, okay, I would like you to put me in conversation with those people because those are my ICPs. And I'm going to show you a few variants with it. I'd guess you mainly work with industry clean. Does that sound about right, first name? So this is kind of just to flip it around, not to sound too, I can say, the same, like hi, and then the same flow. We kind of break it down. So when they receive the notification, the email starts with, I guess you mainly work with these industries. So he would probably react in a way, well, how do you know that I'm working with these industries? I'm going to show you an example. I guess you mainly work with automotive dealership, repair shops, and fleet management companies. Does that sound about right, Kale? So this is an opener that is highly personalized and also very specific about their industry. And if you want to see the rest of the copy, you can also check it over here. Anyway, I tell them the benefit of having a few extra clients and the value that they can bring, and then something a bit more unique and risk reversal. I keep it very simple. If we don't generate 20 qualified leads, intro calls in the first 2 months, I keep working for free until we do. And the final creative variant is, hey, first name, if I'm not mistaken, you mainly serve the industry clean. So again, trying to put this clean industry name in the header, in kind of the first sentence of the email, to keep it as organic, as personalized as I can. Hi, Andra, if I'm not mistaken, you mainly serve environmental consultants, water resource managers, and atmospheric science researchers. Which is probably interesting because when they see this, they're going to be like, okay, yes, I do, but what do you want? Like, how do you know that I do this? Or what is the purpose of the email? And anyway, that's it. I'm not going to go through the whole email outreach. I'm just going to tell you that in the analytics section, we have generated one opportunity from the 2 days, from basically 1 day that this email campaign has been out. So it sent out yesterday 700 emails, and this one opportunity, this person sent out, let me just show you, there's a few auto replies also here, but I don't usually include them. As you can see, 19 auto replies. So it's a lot of the people are just either interested, or either just one person is interested, or just automatic reply of out of office things. And yeah, that's basically it. In the next video, I'm going to show you the exact workflow that I have here. Sorry, the exact sequence that I have with all the steps, like the second, third, and fourth email that I sent out. And that's basically it. You can copy the same workflow. I think it works great. You can test it on your own. It's very cheap, costs nothing. And yeah, I think it brings in great results. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.